When I first started up D4DJ, one of the things that shot me directly in the face was its visual style. When I look at other rhythm gacha games, its art style is usually a lot more calmer, pastel colors, including shapes floating in the background. That's obviously a generalization of all rhythm games, but its tone is not as in your face as D4DJ's. And just to be clear, I'm talking about the actual game and its visuals, and not the actual anime. Although there's a lot to be said about it, it's genuinely one of the best CGI/3D animated series I've seen, and with the rise of other great 3D shows like Girls Band Cry, you can see that even back then people were doing crazy stuff with CGI. The anime no doubt has importance, but for the sake of this video, let's just focus on the mobile game. So D4DJ takes heavy inspiration from DJ visuals. What's that? The sky's blue, forks around the kitchen? Anyway, if you've ever been to a party with a DJ of sorts, you'll see that they sometimes have projector screens where they have a video that usually matches the song and beat. Now I'm not sure of the specifics and how they get this working, but the visuals in the song are typically very colorful, very bright, especially because it's a dark setting usually, and they're designed to create excitement and hype. Having engaging visuals match with the song and its beat can almost hypnotize the viewers and make everything in sync. Imagine the song is about to reach its climax and starts making loud shakes, and the video starts shaking the beat, and right when it's about to hit the climax, the music stops and the video glitches out, leaving pure darkness. Then the climax hits, and the video glitches back on even more colorfully, getting everyone excited and stuff. That's like a stupid example, I don't really go to parties, so I don't know the exact specifics. I'm kind of out of the loop on this one, but that's the feeling that D4DJ gives me with its visuals. Now I should preface this by saying I work heavily in motion graphics, so coming from a video editor perspective that does these kind of visuals, D4DJ is so beautiful. It's so good and addicting. Every time I roll, I always look at it fully because of how much detail is put within each shot. It's such a little thing in others' eyes, but the visuals being top notch and matched with the beat in such a smooth way makes me want to go to developers and throw my auto plushies at them. Okay, screw what I said earlier. I'm gonna talk about the anime for a second. This intro, I'm gonna talk about the memes. I don't really care about them right now, although it's sad that's the only thing it's known for, but the visuals, holy shit. I don't even know the exact name of the style, but it's so stylized, it's so unique, it's so motion graphics. One of my dreams is to recreate this intro because of these segments specifically. I've used these effects before, I know how to recreate it, and it makes me so happy seeing them be used like this. Being an editor and seeing things that you've used be twisted into something else original and cool, that stuff is so good! D4DJ is one of the few series to be this deep with its visual style, and it switches styles pretty often while retaining the same feel. D4DJ has a ton of groups, and the way each group presents their visuals is still unique despite being, well, DJ. I really need to figure out the name of this style. Staying on the subject of the different groups, I really need to respect how diverse these groups are. Not just in terms of characters in their songs, but also how they're visually represented. What colors are associated with them? Are they bubbly, poppy, cute? Are they mellowed out and calm? Are they edgy or something? Matching the visuals to the right group is something that's so difficult, and it has to be something both the creator and the audience have to agree with mostly, so being able to do it pretty well with all the groups gets an applause from me. That's my applause. When I hear the word happy around and see their members, yeah, their visuals check out. Even groups that have sort of similar colors at first glance have differences that differentiate them both visually and also in the mental sense. Happy Around's colors are a lot more lighter while Mermaid's is a bit darker, representing the age difference, I think. It all comes down to color theory and the meaning of colors, which is something I don't fully understand, but it's good to try your best in understanding it. There's just something to love about each group's logos and visuals. I love Unicords with its very outer world futuristic technology colors, but I also love the down-to-earth visuals of Rondo. None of these groups blend in together, and that makes me so happy. Especially if I plan to make an edit on any of these groups, I know it won't look or feel the same, and that's awesome. I know some people might be a little confused that I'm not talking about the story, the characters, or even the songs. I'm talking about the game looks. Listen man, we all have different priorities in life. I'm in love with visuals, and I made it a personal goal to edit a lot more things, even stuff I don't usually do, and D4DJ was kinda the start of it. Not to sell promo, but on my social media I tend to upload edits I make, and for one of them, I straight up recreated the gacha rolling animation for D4DJ because of how much I love it. I learned a lot on how D4DJ presents itself. They use a lot of lens flare, and they love using the color purple. I hope to one day be able to do any sort of style of editing like the Avatar, so this is a good first step. I love learning and replicating the things I love. D4DJ is something special compared to other things I've gotten into. The only one that's close is Zenless Zone Zero, and that game also has such an amazing visual art style. You can tell I just like games with style, and you're not wrong, I really am. I don't really see a lot of D4DJ videos here on YouTube, so I hope some of you join in and start maybe creating some content for it. It's still relatively new and fresh, I think. So hey, it'll be cool. Anyway, that's all from me. When this video is released, I'm gonna be going to a cool convention this week, so you might expect maybe a 1 week delay in the videos. But yeah, that's all I got. I've been realizing recently that these videos are really short. And I can't tell if that's a good or bad thing. I think a community post about it. Anyway, bye.